How can prayer protect a marriage today?
I think one way is it reduces conflict because when you really come before our Heavenly Father and you both submit your wills to Him and you pray about a particular issue, when you get an answer, you both have said, basically, we're trusting God with this. And so when God reveals the direction you should go, it reduces conflict because you can't say, it's like God told us this. So it creates greater unity. And so I think that's one way. I think as you see prayers being answered, it grows your faith because it's like, wow, remember when God answered that prayer? Maybe He'll do it again. And, maybe He'll bless us this way, or maybe He'll open that door. And so I think that's really exciting because it's kind of like an adventure that you can be on together. What's God going to do with us? What's He going to do with our prayer? How is He going to solve this problem?
Yeah, what
Yeah.
prayer does is it brings Christ into the center of your marriage. You know, as Heidi said, it doesn't become the problem, it becomes Jesus, who is the problem solver. And you're able to see him at work in those things. So, the other thing it does is it really brings the two of you in a united front against the enemy's attacks, because all of a sudden you become much more spiritually aware of what is going on around you, where the enemy is attacking. You say, "Hey, wait a minute, this is not me, this is not you. Our struggle is not against flesh and blood. This is something where Satan's coming against us, and we need to pray right now for protection against what the enemy's attacking, because we need to preserve what we have as a husband and wife." So there's another aspect that I think is really powerful in prayer. And, as a couple makes the decision to pray together, they're growing spiritually. I mean, you're growing in your walk with Christ, you're growing in your faith, you're growing in your connection with each other, you're growing in the protection that you have over your marriage, and you're able to bless each other and pray blessings on one another. One of the things that I started doing a few years ago that was really simple was it was just a prompting from God to do this, and it was late into our marriage that I would begin praying for Heidi before I left the house or before one of us would leave for work. So I would just hold her in my arms, and it would be a very simple prayer. I'd be like, "God, please bless Heidi today as she's going through her day and whatever she's," and I would, maybe if I knew specifics, I'd pray about those. Very short, very simple, and that would be it. And then not long after that, Heidi began praying for me as well. And we really can't go a day and be apart from each other without having that prayer together of a blessing on each other. And it's a positive way to begin the day, be focused on the Lord, and really be building our marriage.
And this leads me into pretty much my last, big question to you.